So we've come to a temple in a cave today. How's that for a challenge? Finding an inside temple. There are plenty of wild monkeys here too. As soon as you get here, you can buy stuff for the monkeys to eat. I personally won't be feeding them. I prefer they keep natural, to be honest. But here's one. Look at him. We'll make our way into the cave anyway. There it is there at the bottom.
You're from here, right? You're top. My side is having that.
We'll see. Alright, let's go check it out. At some point, that would have been dripping water, dripping minerals. That would have come from the roof. There would have been water, and it would slowly drip over time and land down the bottom and start to build from the bottom up, until it starts joining where the water is, and it solidifies all the minerals and everything like that. We have caves like this down in Melbourne, which I'll go and look at once I'm back, and they have huge stalactites, they call them, that hang from the roof. I don't know all the technical crap that goes with all of this and the correct name, but that is definitely one huge frozen part over time, right down to the bottom, and it seems all genuine, it's all there, all the way from the roof, that's for sure. I mean, there would have been more of them over time. Some get picked and broken, and people rip them off, take them as blooming souvenirs, unfortunately. But you can see what I'm talking about just there. Water would have been running down through the stone or through whatever the cave at some point, and that's where all that life would have been. However, the water has been turned off for one reason or another, and that's just dried and died, that's for sure. Maybe it was an underwater cave at some stage, I'm not sure. Looks awesome. Great adventure today. Didn't have to come up too many stairs, didn't have to combat any jungle. That's a plus for me. See them broken off. You see it's joined up onto the rock there. There's a great ride you can do back in Melbourne, down along the Great Ocean Road, and then it ends up at some caves. I'll be doing that ride when I get back. I'll chuck the GoPro on, and we can have another episode of Badass Cave Adventures, the Custom Craft way, and show you some Aussie stuff. I think the ones down there have still got all the water running on them. To be honest, I can't, yeah. You know, look at that. That would have had water running down the face of it. They probably remade that out of concrete. Huh. Looks like there may be a trail up that way, but I think I'll be giving it a miss today and just chill out in the cave. There it is. Friday, so this is our guide today. Sunday. And we have a prophecy happening. A fortune telling machine in the middle of a cave. Interesting. They made it fit. Bit of commotion going on here. Sorting this shit out on Badass Monkey. On board a boat, long boat. This is a cruise and we're having a look at some islands. check out these beautiful islands, you know.
อ๋อก็ไปเลยอย่างนั้นก็ไป
เขาจะมีคนพายให้เราคนหนึ่งครับเราจะนั่งไป
Just awesome.
สวยไหมสวยไหม
Badass. I love it. Custom craft finally makes it. Where are we? To James Bond Island. There we go. It's in the background. Good for James Bond, good for me. Gotta say though, there is a bit of a peacefulness to the area. Able to check it out. Bit of quiet. The boat just took off. It was loud as. But there we are. Tick that one off the bucket list. That's shit hot. Done. There we go. In focus. James Bond Island. Served to you. In Thailand. So in 2004, most people around Christmas time would have been celebrating Christmas. Unfortunately, I can remember this, and so do some of my friends. There was an earthquake that took place, and one hell of a wave came through pretty much most of Asia. I remember, you know, seeing the footage on TV and some friends taken off to Indo to help the Indonesian people, the Thai people, because they needed it. It looked like a nuclear bomb had gone off and flattened the place. It was done by water. Done by water and done with a big wave, believe it or not. Started from an earthquake, you know. I'm here at a sort of reclaimed museum. I'm going to show you a bit around the museum so you can see for yourself some of the heroic stuff that went down that day. There's just some footage before and then after. You know, that's all smashed. You know, he's a story of a little girl saved by an elephant, you know. Unlike these unlucky people, you know. Here she is, years later, and she owes it to a baby elephant, you know.
เป็นร้านอาหารติดกับชาย
ถ้าหิว
ทะ
ข้าว
เล
ถ้าไปกินข้าวต้องไปกินอาหารก่อน
อ๋อบางสัก
ถ้าไม่กินก็ไปเที่ยวอุทยานก่อนไม่ใช่ยัง
อุทยาน
ใกล้ๆยัง
อุทยานเลย
เอาหลักอะไรเลยอ่ะ
อุทยานลูก
You know, I remember these trees
อุทยาน
and people putting messages on them, trying to hook up with loved ones. Because when the wave came through, it just separated everyone. You know, that's the main street. Look at the tree. Look at the tyres, cars. There's a bit of video footage taken at the time.
ทอมนาดีมันมาแสดงหนังเรื่องทำแมวตรงนั้นเลยมันจะมีสะพานลงได้
So here it was, a 9.3 earthquake, and the waves travelling at 500 kilometres an hour through the ocean. 500 k's an hour. To give you an idea, your normal passenger plane is doing, I think, is it 300 or 700? Anyway, this wave was doing 500 kilometres. It was hammering. It was hammering. And as it goes upland, it slowed to around 50k, you know. Took 3 hours, is that? Was that, yeah, I don't know what that is for, to be honest. So that's where it come in. It started. It's gone out. You know, I remember, you know, Sri Lanka got hit. That all got knocked out. And there were a lot of heroes born that day. Honestly, look, you know, this guy's not wasting his time. He's getting up there and getting shit done, you know, helping people out. There's more of them. You know, these are the true heroes. You know. We'll go have a look at this. This is the police boat, travelled 2 kilometres inland. It's just sitting out in the yard there. We'll go and have a look at it shortly, you know. You know, some of the despair that goes on with this sort of stuff.
ใช่สวยนะเราไปดู
And just people, just the will to survive. That's just one person in all of that.
ใช่ เย็นๆนะมาอากาศ
You know,
ไม่ถ่าย
amazing stories, amazing.
ไม่
Um,
ทำเมียเขาทุกวัน
yeah,
นะ
people got washed up kilometres apart, families kilometres apart. It took them a few days to hook up and meet. They were some of the great stories that come out of it. You know, obviously lost a life of it. This is not a great one, but just the survivors and how they hooked up and the meet and the families hooking up with them. You know, 3-4 days later they'd given up, but you know there was nothing in the system to let people know that a relative is missing. You know, can you help? People would just go into telephone poles or poles and sticking photos on it, and that was the only way communication. You know,
น้ำส่วนตัวแต่เข้านะ
there's a bit more of the wave. You know, it ruptures here,
เอาไปเลยเรา
travels along, and then you got it here. Slows to 45 kilometres.
บอกแล้วร้อย
You
นะ
know. Wave heads inland.
ไม่ร้อย
มีแต่รถหวาน
ไอ้นั้นเอาสองใบ
หวานแบบ
Yeah, look at these
นั่น
guys.
เขาบอกสองใบ
Look what they're
น้ำส้มแล้ว
confronting.
หวานแล้ว
Just amazing.
อันนี้น้ำส้ม
Unfortunately, no one here was really educated on this sort of shit at the
มาแล้ว
time.
ปะ
อยู่เนี่ย
And unfortunately, when the tide went out, people thought, oh, geez, I can grab a free fish. So a lot of people ran out and thought they could get a free feed. Here's a footage of some of that on the beach.
นี่ให้ให้เดี๋ยวเราเดี๋ยว
You know, that family finally clicked what was happening and made it to high ground. Luckily, they survived. It was amazing. Swedish family, I think it was.
จะจ่ายไปเข้ามาครับคุณพี่
Anyway, here's Charlie checking out a bit more of the tsunami place.
มาแล้วนะ
There you go, the patrol boat. Landed 2 kilometres inside. Sorry, about a kilometre inside from the beach. It was 2 kilometres out, I think, at the time. Yeah. The beach is down that way, where that pole is, or the tower is. It's come all the way in here, It went all the way up in here, apparently. Oh, but there we are. What a boat.